Wayfinder is a character collecting, fast-paced, online action RPG that has burst onto the scene with a lot of promise during its early access phase. Set in a vibrant and colourful world threatened by the encroaching gloom, players must team up with friends to embark on expeditions, boss battles, and dungeon looting to save the land. However, while the game offers much to be excited about, it currently grapples with technical hiccups and gameplay inconsistencies. Wayfinder's early access launch has been a mix of excitement and frustration. Server queues and connectivity issues have plagued eager players wanting to dive into the action. The unexpected popularity of the game led to extended wait times and disconnects, hampering the overall experience. While these problems are typical during early access, it's clear that more robust stress testing could have alleviated these difficulties. The vibrant comic book art style that defines Wayfinder helps create a visually appealing world design. The expansive landscapes and towns are remarkably beautiful. The characters are larger than life, with captivating skill animations, and the game boasts a distinct Fortnite-esque appearance. Even the in-game menus share a lot of similarities. You might also mistake the background music for that of the Elder Scrolls Online in certain areas. There is a massive similarity with regards to that. The map navigation has always been a significant pain point for me personally in some MMOs. Unfortunately, Wayfinder falls short in this regard. Mounts are something that are planned for the future, so that will definitely help with manoeuvring around the map. You can currently teleport around the map via the signal fires, which is a very good way to get around. The main issue that I've encountered is with the map itself. Quest icons rarely appear, and instead you'll find a yellow dot on your main game UI. This can be tricky to locate at times, indicating room for improvement in enchanting the ease of finding NPCs or destinations that the game's directing you to. The ability to collect and play as multiple characters known as Wayfinders adds depth to the game, although acquiring new Wayfinders might take some time and is quite difficult, especially if you didn't buy some of the more advanced early access packs. The range of customizations available for these characters is commendable and bears resemblance again to Fortnite. It offers variety, allowing you to distinguish yourself from other players using the same character by changing skins, dyes, as well as adding trinkets, charms, and other bits of accessories. Wayfinder's combat system, the central pillar of any action RPG, presents both promising aspects and notable challenges. Initially, the combat might seem basic with only a set of 5 abilities. However, this apparent simplicity evolves into a challenge as the game progresses. Overcoming bosses demands precise timing of specific abilities, transforming battles into a test of skill and strategy. Survival hinges on mastering the art of dodging and blocking. Regarding skills, there's not a great deal of variety and customization options are limited, though this expands as you experiment with alternative weapons. The potential for greater diversity in different builds exists, but some improvements could be made. In my playthrough, I opted for Wingrave, who seamlessly combines damage, healing and tanking all into one character. Given the apparent lack of healers, Wingrave emerges as a strong choice in challenging content, with his ability to output damage, protect the group, and provide group healing, along with his unlisted built-in taunt skill, making it possible for him to become a tank. The flexibility in building variety largely stems from the choices you make and the items you collect along the way. Echoes can be added to various parts of your build, offering raw stat increases or additional proc effects like a damage shield when your health is low. While Infinities and Masteries seem to offer choices for character and weapon development, their overall impact on variety is limited. Wayfinder's dungeon exploration shines as a bright spot. Even when revisiting the same dungeon, you encounter different enemies and layouts due to the generated dungeon system. This enchants the variety and replayability, ensuring each run feels distinct and different. Aside from overland maps, the main content consists of expeditions ranging from 1 to 3 players. Some feel akin to dungeons, while others resemble raid encounters against a single boss. The expedition system features layers where difficulty can be increased. Some of these adjustments are necessary for quest completion, but they also yield substantial rewards. Engaging overland content areas include bosses and mini-events, often challenging to complete at lower levels and designed ideally for group play. A notable issue is that these overland areas frequently appear empty. Despite the apparent player queue, actual player density remains low. This complicates content completion, particularly encounters like the powerful 500,000 health bosses in the Highlands area, and some things are just very difficult to do as a solo player. The game opens with an extended main story quest section that introduces the mechanics of Wayfinder and establishes the overarching narrative. For a significant portion of my playtime, the experience felt akin to a solo RPG. Even during expeditions, communication is sparse and players rush through content. The main story proves engaging and enjoyable, buoyed by excellent voice acting and concise dialogue. Though occasional linearity is apparent, side quests and objectives eventually emerge, diversifying the experience. Emphasizing looting and collecting is crucial as you progress. Defeating specific enemies and gathering items is essential for crafting weapons, summoning new wayfinders, crafting expedition enchantments, and advancing your character. Neglecting upgrades can lead to being underpowered for required expeditions in the main story quest. This is vital because even below the power requirement, you can still join expeditions, potentially hindering your group. Noticing the character progression takes time, but it became noticeable and more enjoyable for me after leveling my first Wayfinder to level 10 and unlocking all of the skills. By this point, the game unlocks several menus not initially present, providing ample opportunities for character improvement. The reward tower plays a significant role in progression. By participating in various activities, you earn keys to unlock tower items. During early access, the first 2 seasons of the tower are available, offering a range of rewards. However, some items are still unavailable, frustratingly lingering in the coming soon section. Early access requires purchasing a founder pack to play, a contentious issue as some players paid up to £100 to contend with endless queues. Upon full release, the game will transition to free-to-play. Initially, the monetization strategy sparked concern due to store items priced just above the premium currency bundle in founder packs. This forced players to purchase additional currency packages, leading to swift adjustments after player backlash. The primary income source for Wayfinder seems to be the Battle Pass model. With the reward tower upon full release, players will gain access to a free tower, and there will be a paid and a premium tower available. Wayfinder boasts an ambitious roadmap for future content and updates. It's promising to see that the developers have extensive plans to enchant the game's progression, even beyond the server issues. Anticipate skill archetypes and talents to bring more build variety, making each character more engaging. Numerous content types are on the horizon, including events, large group raids, and hard mode hunts, presenting some proper endgame content. Additional zones, weapons, improved housing, guilds, and more promise an intriguing future for Wayfinder. In its early access state, Wayfinder presents a mixed experience. The potential for an enthralling cooperative RPG adventure is clear, but server problems and combat limitations hold it back. While character designs and the vibrant world are visually appealing, the gameplay needs refinement to truly shine. With the game's evolution and responsiveness to player feedback, there's optimism that Wayfinder will find its footing and offer a more polished and satisfying experience for genre enthusiasts. Server fixes are underway, so I'll continue exploring the game's content and quests. If you're wondering whether Wayfinder is worth purchasing and playing now, I'd say it's a decent game. It's clear that it's not yet a fully finished product, but it provides a solid foundation for developers to build upon. In the current MMO landscape, lacking recent major launches, picking up the basic founder pack can offer several hours of engaging content for just £13. Alternatively, you can just wait for the full launch and play for free, which is expected towards the end of 2023. That is it for this review of Wayfinder. Thank you to all of our YouTube members and Patreon supporters for your continued support of the Tank Club. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye for now.